If you were to do a 180 back, always go standard rate.
Okay.
People tend to crank it over too far, so let's go ahead and start a standard rate turn to the right.
I get stabilized here.
Alright, well we're getting close to Harrisburg here, so.
Okay, standard rate to the right.
Yep. We'll reduce a little bit of those RPMs as well. Your first time in actual clouds will make you a little uneasy. There is a lot of spatial disorientation that goes along with it, but it just comes with practice. And getting comfortable and being able to trust your instruments and keeping that scan going. Because if you're flying through the clouds and you lose your vacuum pump, you're going to lose what? These two, right?
Yep.
But you don't lose them all at once. So your vertical your gyros will slowly start spinning down. So your horizon will kind of drop and go to the left. And if that's all you're looking at, and you try to keep wings level on that horizon, or you're going to be going down, you're going to be turning. You probably won't notice your turn as much because you're also losing that gyro, but you'll see your airspeed increasing and your altitude decreasing greater and greater as that vacuum pump fails more and more. And then just to make it 100%, you can double check between your compass and your DG. If they're way far off, okay, well you know your vacuum pump failed. That's always there to kind of show you as well. Alright, let's climb up to 2,000 feet on the heading of east. So east and 2,000. So let's get that climb going. A good way to determine a climb is, watch, I have the airplane here. So just keep an eye on the instrument. So if we want to climb, right, you start that pitch back, and you can see that we're pitching back. Well now, go ahead, add full power. And if you keep a speed, I don't know, 110, 100, you know you're climbing, you're not getting close to a stall, and you're in a constant climb. You're not up or down. So trim the airplane. Let the airplane do its work. Okay. So right there's 100. So you know you're not cruising straight at 100. You know you're in a climb. And you can double check it here, and you can also look there. So kind of keep a constant airspeed. If you're always up or down, then your climb is going to be weird, which leads to a lot more motion. And the more you move around in the clouds, the more likely you are to end up in one of those situations you don't want to be in.
Okay.
I'll level off here at 25, and I'll give it back to you. Okay, you have the controls.
I got control. Okay, east of 25.
Always remember, double check these every once in a while you're flying.
I can't even see that one.
It's like a 100. We'll just turn a little. Because this one likes to process a lot.
Yeah, I had that problem when I went to Williamsport. I adjusted it twice just getting there.
Yeah. So watch that altitude.
Yeah, that's what I was just...
Keep that scan going. Don't get fixed on one thing. At CFI school, they made me do a spin under the hood.
Oh, wow.
It was with another instructor. So he's like, put it on, I'll put it in, I just want you to see the instruments and try to get out of it. It's actually pretty challenging because you lose your instruments. They're no good, so you're pretty much just going through, okay, well I know power, ailerons, rudder, elevator. So you know your flow, so you just try to get out of it. And these planes, if you let go of everything, it'll get out of a spin if your CG's right. Oh yeah, so whenever you get comfortable here at 2500 on a nice cruise, because we're heading east, that looks good. Let's fly 120 on the heading. We'll go ahead and put Lancaster's VOR in and track Lancaster's VOR. Now, if this is a real world situation with you as a private pilot and you're in the clouds and you end up needing to track a VOR, probably a lot of things are going wrong and you shouldn't be flying that day.
Right.
But hindsight's always 20/20, so it's good to practice. So let's go ahead and put Lancaster's VOR in, and we'll pick up the radio and start tracking that.
And Lancaster is
117.3. While you're doing this, always remember keep your scan going. Never get focused on something for more than 3 to 5 seconds. Always just keep it going. Okay, so 117.3 is in. Now what else do we need to do to get that VOR to work? Good. So we're in VLOC mode. Okay, 145, let's fly it. 300 at 2500 feet here. I'm going to have you type in KMDT for Harrisburg into the GPS. Okay. And I went direct to KMDT.
sending.
Alright, so now we talked about that scan, keeping that scan going. I want to cover this up. So now, all you're doing is keeping that flow going. You don't need this. Keep an eye on your altitude, cross-check your altitude with your airspeed, and you can check your DG with your compass every now and then to make sure you're turning. Or you can also just look down here as well. Although that's not going to be quite as sensitive to the amount that, the length that you've been turning. Okay, so let's go ahead and type in KMDT whenever you are ready, and if you can pick that up, I got it. Go ahead, KMDT in here. Stupid suction cup. Oh, that's not going to work too well, but you get the idea. If you are in IMC with a vacuum pump failure, you're having a bad day.
Tower information, Juliet 1556 Zulu, wind 320 at 8, visibility 10, few clouds 2,000, 2,900 scattered, ceiling 7,000 overcast, temperature -1, dew point -4, altimeter 3008, ILS runway 31 approach in use, NOTAMs VOR runway 31 Akiku minimums not authorized. Runway 31 is swept 150 feet wide, remainder patchy compacted snow. All taxiways patchy compacted snow. Cargo and west apron 1/4 inch wet snow over ice. Terminal apron ice sanded. Advise on initial contact. You have information, Juliet.
Harrisburg Tower, Skyhawk Trade 44 Quebec is with you, number 2 behind the C-130 on extended right base.
2844 Quebec, Harrisburg Tower, runway 31 cleared for the option. Caution, make sure balance for the C-130.
Runway 31 is clear for the option. Number 2 beyond the C-130 and caution wake turbulence, 44 Quebec. Okay, let's pick up a heading west for now. Good, let's descend down to 1500. So we'll get some of that power out. Oh no, the button didn't work the first 3 or 4 times, and then now it's working fine. It did this to me in Trenton the other night. I landed in Trenton on runway 24, and they're like, what's your destination? I said, Landmark Aviation, it's the FBO. Guy goes, okay, taxi to Landmark, hold short of a hotel. Well, how do you want me to get to Landmark? All you said was hold short of hotel. So I contacted him, like, is there a specific way you want me to get to Landmark? Because hotel's on the other side of the airport. I'm like, I'm not even going to hotel. He goes, no, just go whichever way you want. I'm like, okay, I don't think that's a proper ATC thing, but sure. Do you see the video of the Cirrus behind the Black Hawk that flipped over?
Yep.
We are in a wake turbulence situation currently, although there's a decent amount of time that it should blow out. But we'll land, we'll shoot down the runway a little farther than usual, just in case.
Okay.
Okay, give me a heading of 300. Actually, hold it right here for now. Then you can take the foggles off. I got the controls here for a second.
Contact departure.
Departure for Tom 20.
Okay, so that C-130 did a touch and go in front of us. So we'll land farther down. We will get off the ground before he did. And we'll make a right turn out as soon as we safely can.
Okay. Where did he touch down?
Right about the 1,000 footers.
Okay.
So we have 10,002 feet of runway here, so
Plenty of room.
plenty of room. So you can start our descent down and just get us on the ground. Actually, cut power here. It's nice and slow, so don't shock cool it. We'll glider in. We're going to do no flap landing.
Okay.
So, wind 320. So if you want to, we can practice a slip. What we're going to do is the wind's slightly coming this way, so we're going to left rudder, get that wing into it. Drop that right wing into it a little bit. Now you can get extreme with it and go full. If you're a real man. But never do a slip with full flaps in. If you're in a full flap situation and you feel the need to do a slip, you should probably be doing a go around.
Okay.
With no flaps, we are going to come in a little fast, so we're going to hold it off in that sweet spot and let it touch down on its own. And we'll keep that power the whole way out because we are very high. So when is one time in this airplane, or most, well, all 172s, when we would not be able to use the flaps?
When wouldn't you?
Yeah, when would the flaps not be able to work?
That's a good question.
Well,
Lose power.
Yep. So if you lose your electrical system, right?
Yep.
Get that power the whole way out. We're fine here. We're still at 100.
I was just trying to get out.
We're okay. There was plenty of time. We're just going to hold it off in that sweet spot. Once we get down, and you need to remember our stall speed is going to be higher because we don't have flaps out. So we'll just get it down even closer here. Closer, closer. Right here. We'll just hang out.
Delta 2486 Harrisburg, cleared to Atlanta Airport as filed. Maintain 3000. Expect flight level 340, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 124.1, squawk 7144.
I'm going to take the controls here. And what I'm going to have you do is go ahead and look down so you can't see the controls. And this is to simulate we're in the clouds and you take your eyes off something, all the distractions, and you end up in a weird flight condition. So wings level and getting that speed back to where it is. Okay, your controls. My controls. Good. Getting that speed out, getting those wings level. Okay, my controls. Your controls. Okay, your controls. My controls. Good, and one more. And your controls. My controls. Okay, and I lied. One more. I just wanted to do a little split S like that. But that was not more than 59 degrees of bank, so... Okay, your controls. That was an easy one, wasn't it?
Yeah, no doubt.
Okay.
Reigle traffic 2844 Quebec is left base 31, Reigle.
Hopefully there's still a slight crosswind so I can get one or two crosswind practices in. Looking like there is.
Yeah, a little bit.
So it's just going to be left rudder, right aileron. Should be touching down on our right wheel first. We'll wait until we're well planted on the ground until we get on those brakes.
Reigle traffic 2844 Quebec, turning left final 31, Reigle.
Let's get that crab angle in, see how it's blowing us off. So no rudder, just like this.
Okay.
There we go.
A little slow.
Oh, we're good, we're at about 70. Come down, hold down. Good. That's perfect. So it touched down a little bit before it really wanted to, but we handled it very well. That's when people try to force it back down. They start pushing that nose down and it gets ugly.
Yeah.
We'll do another one here in the pattern.
Reigle traffic 2844 Quebec, back taxi 31, Reigle.